Hey everybody, it's Mr. Hasquin, and I'm back with more things that you should know just by being alive. And I just want to take a moment, to talk about John Jay. We're kind of working our way through some personages of historical significance. So let's look at John Jay, who happens to be one of the most overlooked but incredibly important founding fathers. If you've heard his name, maybe it's from the Federalist Papers or a Supreme Court case or a high school that's named after him, but John Jay's legacy is foundational to American democracy. He was born in 1745 in New York. And Jay was educated at King's College, what we now call Columbia University. He became a lawyer and quickly emerged as a respected political thinker. Jay believed in independence, but also in order, diplomacy, and unity. He walked a delicate line in the lead up to the Revolutionary War, eventually committing fully to the Patriot cause. Now, one of his most lasting contributions, well, Jay was one of the three authors of the Federalist Papers alongside Alexander Hamilton and James Madison. And while Hamilton and Madison handled the bulk of the writing, Jay's essays, particularly those about foreign affairs and national defense, helped lay the intellectual foundation for the U.S. Constitution. But Jay just didn't write. He also acted. He was the first Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, appointed by George Washington in 1789. While his time on the court didn't produce many landmark rulings, he established some very crucial norms for how the judiciary would operate. He left the court in 1795 to be the governor of New York. One of his most debated legacies was the Jay Treaty of 1794. It was negotiated with Great Britain to avoid another war. It wasn't popular, especially with the Jeffersonian Republicans, but it did preserve peace and gave the U.S. time to strengthen its economy and its institutions. Jay was also a vocal opponent of slavery, helping to found the New York Manumission Society and pushing for gradual emancipation in his home state. He believed slavery was incompatible with the ideals of the Revolution. By the time that John Jay retired from public life, he had served as a diplomat, a judge, and a governor. He declined a second appointment to the Supreme Court in 1800, choosing instead to enjoy life on his farm. John Jay wasn't flashy, but he was foundational. He believed in law, diplomacy, and moral clarity, values that we could use a little more of today. If you've enjoyed learning about one of America's more underrated founders, please like or share with a friend or follow, and I'll be happy to create more episodes of things you should know just by being alive. Thanks for watching.